right, so I'm still to the short side. There's a couple things, guys. So the fact that we went down so hard, even in the face of this wealth card, either we've got this huge move at the end of the day, which is seeming less and less likely to take us to a high, um, or the overall trend is like significantly to the downside, and I think it's probably the second of those two, significantly to the downside. It goes pretty well with um, the fact that that the solar eclipse didn't pull the market up really before it tanked. So that's another indication of a significant move, like a significant downward trend. And then the other thing is that here we're already at the price levels that I expected to see here at the end of retrograde. Another indication of an extremely strong downward trend. My sense is that these lows are going to be lower than what we've seen so far in the month. I just a little frustrating because I was waiting to get out of those calls, ended up letting those calls depreciate to like nothing, but overall still made a really good gain. Hermes is barking. Oh, I dropped all my cards. Whoa. My deck of cards just went on the floor. Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Now that is a sign. I really think we've got a huge decline coming here, guys. Like a really big one. Don't be overzealous and wrong. It's about how much stress can you take. This doesn't seem like all of them. Crap. There's the rest of them. So my deck of cards just like I left it on the table to go get Hermes, and when I came back, they were on the my deck of cards was on the floor, which I don't think it's ever touched the floor before. But that's a pretty strong indication. We're going. I was talking about all us going south, and then I'm getting this like huge premonition of it. Technically, right here, we're lower than where we start the like before, so it could be that we go lower and come back a little bit to get back to this price level. That's probably what happens, is we go lower and then come back a little bit at the end of the month. Maybe not, but we'll see. Overall, though, I definitely want to be on to the downside here. Now there is possibility, like I keep saying, there is possibility of this big move here at the end of the day, but so far all of the bullish moves really haven't been as strong as we expected for the day. So just be careful, because this is a pretty strong indication of a move to the upside. We've got the high correlation here, and the ace of discs indicates a lot of a lot of price change in a short period of time, and an important support level highlighted. The unicursal indicates either a sharp decline right then and there, or if we do go to the upside like hugely at the close or before the close, then that unicursal would indicate to open up a short position. XRP. Boom. Talk about a drop. Interesting. I mean, that's that Ace of Cups. I guess we're still in that. Or, I mean, it might be a good place to hop into a long position. It might be. There, but I think there's probably more downside here. Before we see a year's high again. If you guys notice on my more recent readings, I got rid of this stone because the combination of the two was throwing me off too frequently. But this reading was done so long ago, the stone's still in there. It could be that the high and the low are reversed here. I mean, we have a high here, and then there's a lowest low kind of in here. You know, I think we push pretty. I think we push pretty strongly to the upside at some point very soon. Maybe not like just yet. We might come down a little bit lower, but I think overall we haven't seen this Aeon move yet. I think this is really the Ace of Cups move, and then we're gonna come back to a high. The Four of Cups and the Two of Cups are very close energetically. They correlate to each other, and sometimes when you see something like that, it's like it's indicating that you're coming back to the same peak. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna come back to the same high. It looks like there in April. I, Around this price level, you might pick up a little bit of a long position. Don't expect it to like just go straight up from here. If it goes down more, add to the long position. That's probably what I would do. Yeah, we're about to tank, guys. We're about to tank like big time. This is going to be a really big move. And if for some reason we turn around with that thing right at the end of the day, I would say over the weekend, big move. This is kind of like that sneaky area where they make you think you're going lower and then it turns around. So we'll have to see what's happening right here. But I think if we go below this purple line, pretty strong indication that we're going lower. I also want to point out this gray line right here is a unicursal hexagram energy, right? We had a unicursal hexagram here. And there's one down here, which I believe we probably meet. Yeah, looks like we're going to go all the way down there, guys. And that would make sense actually. That would be like on the scale of, oh my god, that makes total sense, guys. The unicursal here at the peak in February, it wasn't where we turned around. We continued to go higher. That indicated a price level on like a 1 year chart scale that we're going to break through in the next major decline. So I would say that that's probably right there. We're going to break through this price level 501. And then and it could, remember, the pattern's not exact, but overall it's been holding up pretty well with the Mercury retrograde strategy. And what's interesting is that right here, before the first day of retrograde, or I should say the second day of retrograde. After the first day of retrograde, we actually go lower before we go higher. It could mean that we're going lower before we go higher. That's probably what it means. And the fact that this is a much wider kind of band of time means that the moves could be, they could be accentuated, like the scale, they could be at the same scale to match the wider band. So if there is a big move right here to the upside, I'm gonna buy a put right at the close, just to let you guys know. But I'm not so. I mean, all the other big moves to the upside didn't really happen today, based on how strong the downward trend was. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, I would go for it then. I can't remember everything that I say in these readings. There's like, I mean, there's over 20, there's over 2.5 thousand videos. Let's see, Amazon. All right. Oh, I should have left that one open. Mm. It looks like it is off by a day here. Yeah, pretty solid, but by a day. Let me see. We're good there. We're good there. Oh wait, hold on. I was looking at the wrong candlestick before. So far so good. Um, Hmm. Something right around the eclipse happens. Like that's not quite there. I think we might have more downside to go here before this move. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like it opens lower on the 15th. And then let's see what happens there. It's pretty mixed on the 15th. Yeah, I would definitely be more to the bullish or excuse me to the bearish side here. Interesting, interesting. This might be so. This was like the 11th right here. I might have the high and the low like backwards on this because the double X usually is a low, but sometimes it's a high, and then I've got this arrowhead as well pointing towards the 11th. Mm. Let's see. It looks like we're kind of bullish at the beginning of the week there. It's mixed at first, and then that looks like a bullish full card, followed by a sharp decline on the 18th. So overall, hard to say exactly where we are based on that. It's a little screwy those last couple of days. We have to see what else, how the next couple of days transpire to kind of get a better footing of where we are. But overall, I would probably be to the down, like leaning towards the downside now, since we didn't see this lowest low yet. Hopefully that helps, AV. Oh, I haven't checked PayPal, Joe, but much appreciation, my friend. Would like to know if BTBT swings the upside next week. I mixed up the directions. I think I probably do that once every Mercury retrograde. It's bound by a range next week, so it might be the bottom of the range here. It doesn't look like it swings to the upside, though. It's probably more sideways. Let me see. Not sideways. I really don't have anything for BTBT. Okay, now I'm getting something different. Hold on, I'm doing this from a day by day. It looks like it's lower tomorrow, and there's a pretty notable rally on Tuesday. Kind of mixed, and then there's a pop and drop on that coming Friday, but it's kind of a mixed week. It's possible that we're gonna go much lower on like Monday morning. Let me see. Because occasionally when you get the oppression card, which is usually it means it's range bound, occasionally what it means is that there was a range that you were bound by that we break through. It happens occasionally, not very often. I think we might come down to those levels, maybe at least here. I'm getting really mixed kind of energies. I'd say ask me another day because this is I'm getting a lot of conflicting answers here. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Bitcoin. It's kind of mixed here. Seriously, where are my lines? So that's the death card right there. So it's kind of mixed. There's a pretty notable opportunity here. We might even see a high here for the month on the 16th. It's possible before this low. There'll be some sort of like peak that's really going to stand out here on the 16th. 16th, 17th maybe. I'm looking at BTBT. Hold on, guys. Sorry. All right, that's more like it. Okay. So, this is the failure card here. Yeah, I think that we're probably going to see a month's high again around the 16th, 17th. Or not. Yeah, it's going to be the same high probably. Might not come quite to it, but it's going to be close. And then there's a low. Man, there should really be more of a drop though. Let me see. So I'm bearish because even if I'm wrong over the weekend, guys, so I'll come back to Bitcoin in a sec. But even if I'm wrong about about opening lower on Monday and we open higher, it still looks like a really bearish kind of day. So whatever move there is here at the beginning of the day, I'd want to open up a short. That would probably be the next good entry to get into a short would be here, safe entry. Or if there's a big move here to the upside at the end of the day, I'd probably take that. I wouldn't like max out. Never ever do that. No matter how big of a move you think it's going to be, don't do it. It's just dumb. What's the rush? 96 to 98% accuracy. What's the rush? $501 level is before retrograde is over. That's correct, yes. So, let's make it clear though. So 501-ish. Like, don't wait for exactly 501. Like, it'll be around 501. It might not hit, might come close, might go through it a little bit, around that range. Yeah, I told my parents to sell silver today the morning live. I called my parents on the live and told them to sell silver, but that's because they needed or I thought they needed the cash right then, and that would have been a good opportunity to take it. But there's higher levels in gold coming. We're gonna see like the second half of April is gonna be sort of like a reprieve from this rally. We'll move to the downside. GLD. Yeah. So the April highest high offers opportunity to open up a short. There's kind of like some pretty bearish behavior in here in the later part of April, but it has Ace of Swords correlation energy connected to it, indicating that we'll decline and then come back. We'll decline from resistance and then come back to that resistance at some point in the near future. And it looks like we probably do that here. There's probably two separate highs here, another one in May. But if I'm wrong and we just go and hit a low here, there'll be higher. There'll be higher prices probably at the end of the year. It's a pretty wild year overall. Yeah, see, you can see here in the later part of April, the orange correlates to the Ace of Swords resistance level that we declined from, and then we revisit it again, and you can see here, here's the science card in May with that same correlation. So that was probably the opportunity, like the near term opportunity to take profits. But next month or on the cusp, even maybe somewhere not too distant future, we should revisit these highs. I mean, it does look like it's going to reverse here, but it's looked like that so many times today. I'm really interested to see what the hell is going to happen with this Ace of Discs. Even if it goes to the upside though, or even if we open higher on Monday, I still want to be bearish. Like going into this Princess of Discs and this Ace of Discs. This might be a good place to get out too on the 17th. There's quite a few places. All right, so I think we're probably going to see that move now to the upside that I've been talking about. So I open up a quick call. I'm going to sell against it right before the close. Create a credit spread with what should be a debit spread. Hopefully, I can create a credit spread with it. But I want to watch it closely because it might not be much of a move, and I don't want to end up with this thing draining my account value. I might, who knows? I might just leave it just in case I'm like dead ass wrong. I don't want to get melted face. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when we get to the close. To Braze, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go to. I just know that it's going to come back to highs. ETH and XRP higher highs still valid per monthly. We just looked at XRP. Is that here? I probably closed it. I think it's probably off the table. Let me look at the chart though. Oh, okay, well that was that. It's a pretty notable reversal here though. I don't think we're gonna see highest high. Not tomorrow. That's just the cross reading congruency. It's not like a definite place to get a high. If it was a definite place to get a high, it would be in green. These are I keep explaining this to people. The blue does not. That's why it says preview card from the it doesn't, or it says high card of 2024 reading. It doesn't say high of 2024 reading. Just to be clear, it says high card for a reason. But I think from a 1 year standpoint, and just to clarify, my parents decided not to sell the silver, even though I told them to. They were like, we could probably hold off for several months, and I was like, if you can hold off towards until like October and November, then I would hold it. So that's what they're doing. Um, See, this ace of discs really indicates we probably see this price level again, and there is a prominent peak at the end of the month. It's either there, or it's going to be the star card before another sharp drop. Yeah, especially if there isn't a sharp drop. I'm thinking over the weekend. If we don't get a sharp drop here, and it doesn't look like we're going to, probably that's what's going to happen over the weekend. We've got a pretty sharp drop, and it would make sense with that geopolitical stuff that came out today. Nobody wants to keep their stuff in the market over the weekend while stuff in the Middle East could still happen. All right, ETH, man, really got off course here. Really got off course here. But you can see these. This is what Ethereum looks like. So as far as the highest high, 14th. Hmm. Ah, what did I just do? What did I just do? Oh my god, what the heck just happened? Did anybody see what I just did? Oh, so annoying. Ugh. I hate retrograde. See, like this cross reading congruency is it seems pretty solid because it's also got an indication a correlation to the high significator on the 1 month. Sorry, to the low significator on the 1 month. So it's like a double cross reading congruency there. That's like like a place where I would say it's a reliable congruency, and that's the 24th. Guys, I gotta cut the questions here. I don't have the time to go deep into the 4 o'clock hour. It's gonna be so annoying till I figure out how to turn it back to what it was. It was like night mode or something. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, I'm going to sell against it. I expected more of a move, but I think we're going south, so I'm going to sell against that call real quick before I run out of time here. All right, so I'm basically on the short side here. A little overly heavily invested here. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I got a lot of option like $1 spreads that are deep in the money in both puts and calls right now. So we'll see how that does. But I might get like a bunch of credits over the next week, provided we stay in that range. All right. So Ethereum. Yeah, I think we probably don't come back to highs in Ethereum after if we hit it here tomorrow. Probably don't come back to highs until maybe June. There's some possibility, actually. There's some possibility here in the early part of May, but let's take a look. All the Mays are going to get recorded like tonight, tomorrow. Um, all right. So if I'm wrong and we open much higher, I'll buy back some of these puts. these negative puts. And if we're right, they'll be deep in the money for credits. Some of them I didn't even. Some of them I got paid to put on the vertical spreads and are going to produce money. Probably not. Probably not until June. There's some possibility in May, but probably not. Yeah, like I said, there's a high here. That's what I was saying, Chad. There's a high here around the 16th, 17th. That's why I have this here. So we're on the same page. No way, Raymond. Are you serious? Wow. Will you be successful if you invest the Ethereum to unwrap? Let me try that again because that was a little weird card for that. I keep getting a no. But I mean, 3K for like the possibility of getting it back. It seems like a pretty good option. I got an ace of wands and an ace of discs, and I'm trying a new system of yes no, which I like better. I think my gut says you should do it, Raymond. I'm not feeling that no answer. I just got a yes as well. My gut says you should do it. But definitely check into that engineer well. To Braze, that's correct. The higher price level in October, either the same high or a higher one for silver. All right, guys. With that said, I'm gonna roll. It's been a wild week. We finished off pretty strong. I gave a little bit back today, but that's generally what happens when I enter into trades. I give a little bit back because I tend to be a little too early, and then it turns into a good trade in just a little bit. So, overall, we're up 1320, 3,200 in the account, starting with less than 2. And then, guys, if you're cashing out, please remember to follow that Rule of Karma channel. Definitely needs that support. You do so here at the resources tab. Somebody was asking how they could donate crypto. We have a new tab in our resources, guys. The crypto tab. If you click on that, it opens up all of these different, I guess you call them receiving codes for a bunch of different cryptos. And as always, guys, make sure to follow that rule. I will see you guys next week. Blessings to all my angels.